toca se convierte en oro. Y además tiene tiempo para apuntarse a causas solidarias. La última, que toda la gente que vaya a sus conciertos lleve comida enlatada para repartirla luego con los niños más necesitados. Así que, Hilary, realmente eres la hija que todo el mundo quisiera tener, la novia que todo el mundo quisiera tener, la amiga que todo el mundo quisiera tener,
la cliente que todos los bancos quisieran tener. ¿Por qué? Pues porque la revista Forbes ha dicho que es la tercera menor de 25 años más forrada de su país.
Toma ya, así estaba Héctor tan encantado. Él, una lista de 100 preguntas.
Bueno, encantado con ella y encantado también con el club de fans que allí estaban, que no sabéis lo que mueve la niña. Estaba el hotel petado de fans que gritaban su nombre y la esperaban para seguirla con taxis al aeropuerto. Bueno, increíble. Solamente faltaba que saliese ella rollo la faraona. Si me queréis, irse.
No la veo yo haciendo eso.
Oye, Hilary, ¿qué tal?
Pues encantadora, como vosotros.
¿Y qué tal iba vestida? ¿Bien?
Muy bien, genial. Sí. Vino a presentar su cuarto álbum, Dignity.
Un disco que ha sorprendido y que es muy esperado porque es más electrónico, más bailable, más maduro. Se notan las colaboraciones de gente como los Black Eyed Peas o como Chico Bennett, que suele trabajar con Madonna, y ha contado con el equipo de producción de gente como Kylie Minogue o Anastasia.
Así que todo el mundo a bailar con un single que seguramente ya habréis escuchado, que es With Love. También se llama así su perfume, que está arrasando por todo el mundo.
Vamos con este lanzamiento de lujo, con el fenómeno de masas. Por cierto, un saludo a todos los fans que allí estaban, que fueron divertidísimos con nosotros.
Eso es. Bueno, pues Hilary Duff en el flyer, nuevo disco.
When I think about, all the things that I've gotten to do in my life and still being so young, where I came from, I grew up in Texas in a small town and I didn't really watch TV and I didn't even know things like this existed, that I could have a life like this. And so it's really incredible and exciting for me it doesn't feel real all the time. I'm like, is this me? Is this really happening? It's very, very exciting. And I don't think everything I touch turns to gold, turns into a success. I feel like really lucky, but some things are good and some things aren't so good, and all I can do is work hard and give it my best shot,
What's the difference between this album, Dignity, and your previous album, your sound?
It sounds totally different. My records before were kind of like pop rock music, and this time it's total like dance music. Some it sounds a little bit 80s, and some sounds more like hip-hop-ish, and some sounds kind of reggae, It was so much fun for me to get to make a record and just experiment with new sounds and different sounds and have fun and be creative, and that's what I did. And I never wrote a record before this, I wasn't really a part of the writing process, and this time I wrote the whole record. So I got to be myself and talk about things that I wanted to talk about and be really honest and just, be myself. Baby, your secret's safe. There's no kindness.
And why did you choose this name, Dignity?
I liked it. I like the definition of it when you look it up in the dictionary. I think it's an important thing to have, and I think I have it, but the reason I named my record that wasn't because I'm like, I have dignity, I don't think that's the reason. It's just that I hope I always want to have it. I didn't work with another artist on any of the songs, just really great producers that have worked with people that a really like wide range of artists, from really hip hop people like Snoop Dogg or Eminem, or Rihanna or The Killers, Madonna. A lot of the producers have worked with those artists. I think it's one of my favorite songs. I don't know, it's hard to pick a favorite because I wrote them all, and I went through all of those experiences, so it depends on what mood I'm in. The video it was really fun. We shot the video in San Francisco at an old opera house, so it was really beautiful. And there was a movie filming there during the day that had nothing to do with us, so we couldn't film during the day. We only got to have the location from 6 in the evening till 9:30 in the morning. So we filmed all night long, the whole video, in one night. So it was pretty tiring, you know, but it was so fun. It's kind of like this cat and mouse chase between this girl and this guy, and I'm, you know, running through this opera house and leaving hints of, you know, my perfume, so when he smells it, he knows he's on the right track. And I leave my hat on this man that's sitting on a bench, and so he sees my hat and he knows he's on the right track. And then I leave my purse and I leave my jacket, and then we end up meeting up in this elevator, and we finally get to see each other.
Hilary, actress, singer, designer, who is Hilary Duff?
I don't know. Such a weird question, because I feel like that's my job. Those things are my job, and it's not just like a normal job, you know. I get to be creative, and I love being able to do all those things. But I don't feel like they're who I am, you know, because I feel just like such a normal person inside, you know. But I feel really passionate about singing and really passionate about acting, and you know, I have so many dreams and goals when it comes to like my clothing line and wanting to expand it. And I don't feel like just a singer or just an actress, you know. I feel like a person who can't make up their mind of what they like the best.
So you are an inspiration to many teens. So do you feel pressure to be perfect?
Sometimes. I definitely feel the pressure, you know, that everyone, I think we live in like a very negative world. You know, people love to hear gossip about people or negativity, or when someone makes a mistake or screws up, you know, it's like people love to talk about that instead of the positive things. And to have so many people looking up to me and, you know, telling me that I'm their role model, it's so flattering, you know, and it's such a nice feeling to think people like you that don't even know you, you know, and they look up to you. But it's also a lot to deal with, because, I mean, I'm just 19 and I'm just trying to figure out who I am, you know, and I'm gonna make mistakes and I'm not perfect, and sometimes it just feels a little bit heavy to deal with, you know, knowing that everyone's watching me live my life and find out who I am. It's kind of scary.
What is your best memory of your career?
I have so many. I've had so many experiences that I could never even dream of having, you know, or so many things that I'm grateful for. But one thing that stands out is I'm from Texas, and I grew up half in Houston and half in San Antonio. And 2 years in a row, I played the rodeo in Houston, and lots of great artists play the rodeo, and I got to set a record there for the amount of people that showed up. And both years it was like 80,000 people, and it was just so, I've never played a show that big before, and to think that all those people came to see me and in my hometown, you know, it was like, oh, wow, this is pretty incredible. I think, you know, when people do compare me to her and say, you know, she's the next Britney Spears, or she's, you know, she's like, they compare me to her, and it doesn't bother me, you know. I think that she's really talented, and I love her music, and I think she's cool, but I don't know, I don't think that I really like her, but I'm flattered if people say that, you know. Wanna be there for you the way you've been there for me, always help me walk the line.
How do they complement each other?
Music and fashion?
Yeah.
Ooh, you know, when you're watching like your favorite band on stage and they play like such cool music, and so they're just so creative, and then when you see them and they just look put together and cool, and like they feel good in their clothes, and it like finishes it, you know. It's the style, and to see people with their own personal style is so cool. And then you put music along with all the different fashions out there, you know. It's exciting, and it's kind of like you can tell when someone feels good in their clothes. Hola, I am Hilary Duff, and I just want to say hello to everyone watching Fly Music.
La familia del Rock and Roll Hall of Fame sigue